Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm Sign1News anchor Jaydeep Gore. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. At least 6 people are dead after a shooter opened fire inside a Chesapeake, Virginia Walmart Tuesday night. Investigators say they started receiving 911 calls at 10:12 p.m. 2 minutes later, officers arrived at the store. Authorities say the shooter, who was a Walmart employee, opened fire on other Walmart employees inside a break room just as the store was closing. The shooter then shot and killed himself. City officials have asked people to stay away from the store while the investigation continues. According to the Gun Violence Archive, the U.S. has recorded more than 600 mass shootings so far this year. Authorities in Moscow, Idaho, say they are making progress in their investigation into the murders of 4 University of Idaho students, but they're remaining tight-lipped about what they have learned. Police told CNN they have interviewed more than 90 people and received at least 700 leads. But some residents and neighbors near the crime scene are not comforted by the investigation's progress. Police say they cannot share their entire case for fear of compromising the investigation. Also, between 2016 and 2021, there were no murders in Moscow, Idaho. So, when the quadruple homicide stunned this town, the 36-person police force was pressed into unprecedented investigation. Idaho State Police have been brought in to assist. If you have federal student loans, you will not have to resume payments on January 1st. President Joe Biden is extending a pause on payments while challenges to his relief plan move through the courts. The Justice Department is asking the Supreme Court to allow Biden's student loan relief plan to take effect, despite the legal challenges. The Biden administration is extending the pause on federal student loan payments until the Supreme Court decides the case or until June 30th, whichever comes first. Payments are set to resume 60 days later. A location in Arizona's Grand Canyon National Park is getting a name change because the name was considered offensive. Indian Garden is a popular spot along the park's Bright Angel Trail. It will now be called Havasupai Gardens. Members of the Havasupai tribe were removed from the canyon area by the National Park Service's policies nearly 100 years ago. Those people had lived there for generations. The park superintendent said in a statement that the renaming is long overdue. The announcement of the name change is perfect timing because November is National Native American Heritage Month. According to Variety magazine, rapper and actor Ice Cube says he lost millions of dollars because he refused to get the COVID-19 vaccine. He was on the podcast $1 Million Worth of Game and revealed he was dropped from a movie because he did not want to get the shot. There were reports last year that Sony dropped Cube from Oh Hell No because of his vaccination status. Ice Cube says the role was for $9 million. Whoa. But he says he didn't need the shot and never got infected with COVID. When SpaceX launches its 26th resupply mission to the International Space Station, ISS, on Saturday, there will be solar panels, dwarf tomato seeds, and pumpkin pie on board. The solar panels will be installed outside ISS during spacewalks to give the space station more power. But dwarf tomato seeds and pumpkin pie? What are those for? The astronauts will use the seeds to grow tomatoes and study how to provide continuous fresh food production in space. And the pumpkin pie? That's just a Thanksgiving treat for the crew. You never know how a family pet will react to a newborn. But when a Salt Lake City cat named Fifi met her family's new baby, it got sick. Literally. Fifi sniffed the baby for a few seconds, then backed away. Then it took off to another room and started vomiting. The family thinks Fifi is jealous of the new baby, since Fifi was the baby in the house for 3 years. Since that first meeting, Fifi does not even go near the baby. The video went viral on social media. One person posted as if they were Fifi, commenting on the baby, saying, I don't want it. Makes me sick. Return it now. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.